Audio commentaries in the iTunes movie store, iCloud Lake Library feature on iOS 6, Jobs movie coming in April, and Gravity Empowered Lights. It's Friday, January 4th, 2013, and this is iWake. I'm Tim Chaten, and this is what's going on in the Apple world today. Good morning, everyone, and welcome to another edition of iWake. So, first off, good news on the iBook store approval front. The ticket has been closed, and Apple seems to have agreed to at least my image selection and sizes in my book. And now they're continuing to review it for content and making sure it's appropriate for their store. So hopefully all goes well there, and I'll report back as the approval process continues. Now let's get into some of the topics for the day. First up is just that of audio commentaries in the iTunes store. I just wanted to point out I discovered yet another movie that features an audio commentary in its iTunes extras. Now, just like Prometheus, so Prometheus is the first one, Ridley Scott's science fiction film from this year. This one features an audio commentary, and just like Prometheus, it is a separate download in the iTunes Extra bundle. So it's not a separate audio track, but a separate download of the movie within that iTunes Extra feature that doesn't let you switch back and forth easily between audio commentary on or off. So just something to note there. The movie itself is 50/50, the comedy. It's on sale this week for $10 in HD. I saw it in the theaters when it came out, a very touching comedy and a movie worth seeing. So there's an audio commentary there, and I'm looking forward to actually listening to that when all those downloads finish and I have time to actually do that. Next up, related to movies and video, is the iCloud library. So, as many of you know, in iTunes 11, we have this ability to have this library of content. So, of this iCloud content that's not on our devices, but it appears to be there. Now, we don't have this at all on our iPads and iPhones. What I did discover is we have something sort of like it with TV shows. So if you download a TV show in an iOS 6, what you'll be seeing there is a little button that says show the rest of the season. And what that will do is if you own other episodes in that season, you're able to download those from within the videos application. And the cool thing to note here is in iOS 6, you're actually able to stream those downloads. So if you hit download, if you're on Wi-Fi, you can actually start watching those videos very quickly after you hit that download button. You don't have to wait. You don't have to wait until it's done downloading. You actually stream that content. So it's one step closer to that iCloud library that I am really hoping to add in iOS 7, and just something I discovered on my trip out to Indiana that I thought I'd share with you. So there is a complete my season or show the whole season button in the videos app, and a very useful feature that I hadn't seen before just a few days ago. So that's that. The next big video or movie announcement or topic today is that of the Jobs movie. The very first Steve Jobs movie is coming out. The first of two. There are several movies around Steve Jobs in the works. This one entitled Jobs, starring Ashton Kutcher, is coming out this April and being shown at Sundance Film Festival in January. This will basically be covering the years 1971 through 2000, and it'll plunge into the depths of his character, creating a tense dialogue-driven story that is as much sweeping as the epic as it is immensely personal portrait of Steve Jobs' life. That's according to this description here. This one is not the one written by not Scorsese, but the West Wing writer. This is the separate one. Sony Studios is also producing a Steve Jobs film that will cover different aspects of Jobs' life. So I'm very much looking forward to this film and seeing how good it is. I really think Ashton Kutcher was a good choice. He really does mimic and look very much like Steve Jobs. So I'm very anxious to see what they do with this. Next up in news today is that of CBS. Now, CBS is one of the very few companies that refuses to be on Hulu, that refuses to have a video streaming app for the iPad, and they're very much, it seems, against anything but you actually buying the content on iTunes. So, what has happened here? Well, they've released a new app, CBS Connect for iPad, and it's a second screen app. So, it syncs with what you're watching, whether it's live or on demand, and what it'll do is it will provide you relevant content such as behind-the-scenes information, set in location spotlights, comments from the show's stars and creators, and will show that to you while you're watching the show. So this won't feature full episodes, won't feature any of that, but instead it syncs up with stuff you're watching. Now, I'm really curious to try this out with shows like How I Met Your Mother. I've got that in the iTunes store I've purchased before. So I'm anxious to try this out. This app is free. It's available in the iTunes store now. It's called CBS Connect. So it's out now, and hopefully CBS will create their own streaming app one of these days, but that day is not today. Next up today is the last story of the day, and that is called Gravity Light. Now, this is a really intriguing project that I stumbled across. It's on Indiegogo. Now, what is this project all about? This project is about light. As you know, I'm a big fan of the Hue light bulbs, a very high-tech light bulb. These are not that. These have a different purpose, a different agenda, so to speak. These are to give light to the developing countries that don't have electricity, that don't have the basic things that we have out here. So what is this Indiegogo project? Well, they've created this light bulb that is powered using gravity. According to them, gravity light is a revolutionary new approach to storing energy and creating illumination. It takes only 3 seconds to lift the weight which powers gravity light, creating 30 minutes of light on its descent for free. So this is pretty amazing what they're able to do here. When mass produced, the target cost for this light bulb is less than $5, using gravity to power this light bulb. And according to them, there's 1.5 billion people in the world who have no reliable access to mains electricity. They rely on biomass fuels for lighting once the sun goes down. And this is a really intriguing project. You can help get light to people in the world for $25. You can do this. There's $10. $10 is the starting contribution, and that will actually give a light bulb to someone in Africa or India. If you want your own light bulb here that is powered by gravity, it looks like $60 is the actually $50, or I believe $60 is the next step up, as the $50 one is already sold out. And that will give you a light bulb as well as sponsor someone else outside the United States and India or Africa as well. But very intriguing, especially when we lose power here. It's cool to see things like this. They have reached $55,000 of their goal, it seems. No, I'm sorry. I'm confused of how much they've raised, but there are 12 days left in this, and it seems they will be funded. It looks like they are totally funded with $319,000 already funded here, but I'd say fund this. This is a great project. Good to see this kind of efforts being produced to help those without things as simple as electricity that we all get to enjoy. So the link to that is in the show notes. You can search for Gravity Light in Google, and that will bring you to the same place. So thank you for tuning into today's episode of iWake. You can find the show notes at iWakePodcast.com. I also do videos over at youtube.com/TCHATEN. So thank you for tuning in to today's show. I will talk to everyone again on Monday for another edition of iWake, and I'll have some episodes of iWake again out this weekend. Thanks for tuning in. I'll talk to everyone again real soon.